Hey everyone, you want to get smarter faster, right? We know how it is.
Yeah, time's valuable.
So today we're doing a deep dive into just one really concise trading tip from Miss Mansi Suryawanshi.
Just one piece of advice. Our plan is basically to unpack it, see what's really inside, and figure out what it means for, well, anyone interested in markets.
Or even just dealing with all the info thrown at us daily.
Exactly, how you filter information.
Okay, let's get straight to it. The tip is, do not watch business channels and TV news for their opinion. If you watch the business channels and follow their advice, more often you will lose.
Wow, pretty blunt.
It is direct, isn't it? What's your first reaction to that, just hearing it cold?
Well, it's certainly a strong warning. It directly links watching these specific channels for opinions to losing money in trading.
No, often than not, yeah. So why? Let's dig into the potential reasons. Why might someone like Miss Mansi give this advice?
Okay, I think a big one is the difference between, news reporting the facts and the opinion or analysis layered on top.
Right, the what happened versus the what we think it means.
Precisely. And those opinions, the analysis part, that's where subjectivity creeps in. It's not pure data anymore.
And these channels, they have goals beyond just informing, don't they?
Absolutely. I mean, think about it. Ratings, advertisers.
Yeah.
These things matter to media outlets.
So their perspectives might be shaped by, well, by what keeps people watching or what pleases sponsors.
It's possible, maybe not always consciously, but it can definitely tilt the coverage, like focusing on very dramatic short-term stuff because it grabs attention.
Which probably isn't great for long-term financial thinking. And the speed, the 24/7 news cycle.
Oh, definitely. That's huge. There's pressure to always have a take, always have something new.
So you get quick reactions, maybe not deep analysis.
Yeah, long-term financial strategy doesn't really fit into 5-minute segments between commercials.
Sure.
Acting on those fleeting headlines can lead to, well, jumpy decisions.
Okay, this connects to an interesting point in the tip. Following popular opinion, the stuff you might hear repeated on TV.
Might not actually be the winning strategy. That's a key idea here.
Why is that?
Well, markets are complex. Sometimes what seems like the obvious move, the thing everyone on TV is talking about,
Uh-huh.
that sentiment might already be priced into the market. Or sometimes the crowd is heading the wrong direction. Following the herd isn't always safe in trading.
So the advice isn't just don't listen to bad tips. It's more fundamental.
I think so. It's really pushing towards critical thinking, isn't it?
Doing your own homework.
Exactly. Forming your own informed view based on your own research and analysis rather than just absorbing the media narrative. Be discerning.
Okay, let's zero in on the final part. More often you will lose. What's the mechanism there? How could watching these channels actually cause losses, according to the tip?
Well, one big risk is probably overtrading.
Ah, right. Constant news, constant opportunity.
Yeah. You get bombarded with BY this or sell that opinions based on maybe very short-term noise. It tempts you to trade more often than you should.
And that means more fees, more chances to be wrong.
And more emotional decisions. Fear and greed are powerful, and wall-to-wall market coverage can really amplify those feelings.
That makes sense. You hear panic, you hear hype, maybe you jump in without thinking.
Precisely. It can pull you away from whatever long-term strategy you might have had. You end up reacting to the noise instead of sticking to your plan.
Okay, so summing it up, Ms. Mansi's tip is essentially a strong caution. Don't treat business channels and TV news opinions as actionable trading advice.
Because doing so, she suggests, is a recipe for losing money more often than you win. It flags the issues of opinion versus fact, potential bias, the news cycle speed, and the dangers of herd mentality.
It's a call for independent thought in a noisy world.
Definitely.
So here's the final thought for you listening. We live in an absolute flood of information, right? So how can you get better at sorting the valuable signal from all that potentially misleading noise?
Yeah, and not just in finance, but anywhere you're trying to learn or make decisions.
Think about where your information comes from. How do you actually check it? How do you decide whose advice is worth considering?
It really comes down to critical consumption, doesn't it? Always asking why, and trying to build your own solid understanding.